Once upon a time, in a forgotten corner of the lagoon, there was a garden that did not appear on any map, not because it was invisible, but because no one searched for it anymore. They called it the Field of Whispers. It was a place where plants did not grow quickly, nor in silence. Every leaf, every root, every stem spoke softly, as if guarding secrets too ancient to be spoken aloud. Those who passed by without listening saw only weeds. Those who stopped heard stories. In that garden lived a small mandrake. She was not like the others. She did not scream when touched by thought. She did not frighten. She did not hide beneath the soil and fear humans. She had a ray floor for a legendary plant. She dreamed. She dreamed especially at night, when the moon reflected itself in the water of the lagoon and Venice became a silver theater made of reflections, distant footsteps, and music that seemed to rise from the walls themselves. The mandrake listened to the stories carried by the wind, tales of palaces lit by 1,000 candles, of masked balls where no one was who they seemed to be, of dances so slow they appeared suspended in time. She imagined wearing a golden mask, entering a hall filled with mirrors, spinning among light fabrics and discreet laughter, while outside the water remained still, as if waiting. But no one ever invited a mandrake to a ball. Medicinal plants were useful. Poisonous ones were feared. The mandrake was a legend, and legends, as we know, do not dance. They are uprooted, studied, feared. So she remained in the Field of Whispers, listening. Until one night, or perhaps a dawn, for in that place time was never precise, something changed. A new breeze arrived. It was not the salty wind of the lagoon, nor the cold breath of winter. It carried the scent of ancient paper, of dried ink, of unfinished stories. It was the wind of lost stories. It blows only when someone, somewhere, decides to remember what the world has forgotten. The wind crossed the Field of Whispers without moving the other plants. It stopped before the small mandrake, and it spoke. "It is time." The root trembled. "Time for what?" The wind smiled, though it had no face. "Time for you to dance." The mandrake felt fear, not of leaving the earth, but of discovering that the dream might be too great for her. Yet the soil opened, not violently, not painfully. It opened the way a curtain does before a performance begins. The mandrake emerged into the moonlight. A ray touched her, soft as an invitation. And suddenly, she was no longer in the garden. She found herself in a Venetian square. It was empty, yet alive. Every shadow seemed a musician waiting. Every window a lantern lit for someone about to arrive. Every stone remembered footsteps, laughter, promises whispered behind a mask. The music did not begin. It was already there. The mandrake understood then that feet were not needed to dance. One only had to listen. Her root moved, following an ancient rhythm, a slow, fragile waltz that Venice had known for centuries. Around her appeared light figures, ladies of mist, gentlemen made of shadow, masks without faces but full of memory. It was the bowl of whispers, a bowl with no invitations, a bowl that existed only for those who had waited long enough. The mandrake danced, not to be seen, not to be remembered, but because it was right. When the sky began to lighten, the music slowed. The figures faded like reflections on water. The square returned to silence. The earth opened once more. The mandrake returned to the Field of Whispers. She carried no mask, no flower, no melody. She carried a memory. And since then, it is said that on certain nights, when Venice truly sleeps and the wind moves gently through forgotten fields, one may hear distant music. And if you stop and listen long enough, you might hear a small plant laughing softly, like one who has danced once and is no longer afraid to wait.